Minister Conroy from the Australian Government, Minister for the Pacific. Of course, he was joined by the Commission Chairman, Mr Peter Volandis, fellow Commissioners Peter Beattie and Wayne Pearce, and the National Rugby League CEO Andrew Abdo. They were here, of course, to announce our inaugural board, which has since met for the first time, but equally importantly, they were here to have a look at infrastructure, the existing stadia, the existing hotels, and for them to have a look at the various sites that we're planning on building our own infrastructure. I'm very pleased to report that on their way out that afternoon, they turned to both the Prime Minister and myself and gave us the thumbs up. Very impressed with the infrastructure that's already here, and they were excited about what PNG can build as we head towards 2028. Since then, our expression of interest has gone out and is now closed for our High Performance Centre, the Centre of Excellence. We've been inundated with interested companies that wish to partner with us around the design and the construction. And with our various stakeholders, we're currently working through those submissions. And I'll be in a position to update everyone on next steps regarding our Centre of Excellence in coming weeks. This week we'll also send out an expression of interest for the player village, where our players and our staff will ultimately live. And we're starting to head towards now building the framework of what will be a very successful franchise here with the existing framework and the existing infrastructure that we've already got. There's lots to do. It's an incredibly exciting time to be part of rugby league. And it's an incredibly exciting time to be part of PNG, as we know, with such a significant milestone coming up in a number of weeks. On the 12th of December, the franchise was announced. We were no longer a dream, we became a reality. We've been doing lots of work behind the scenes, but today we're actually putting our hand up and asking for help. We need help to give this franchise a name. Today, hopefully, is a start where we can stop calling ourselves a bid, stop calling ourselves a franchise, and in coming weeks, hopefully with your help, for everyone across PNG, we will become a club with a name. No longer will I be sending out media alerts on blank pieces of paper. We will have a brand, we will have a logo, and people will be able to resonate with us in the same way that they do the other 18 clubs. So, to our media partners in particular, I want to thank. We cannot tell the story across this vast country without you. And I want to acknowledge the partnership that we need to continue to have with you to ensure that everybody in PNG can feel connected to this club, to this franchise. One person in particular has been steadfast in his support. To get to this point, there have been many people who have helped develop a dream into now a reality, and people will be added to this franchise and this club in coming weeks, months and years. But one person who has always been the strongest supporter, not just to me but to the board, is the Prime Minister, and I'd like to invite the Prime Minister to say a few words.
Thank you, Andrew, and likewise I want to reciprocate my acknowledgement for all inputs, you seven studies, Stanley Holdina, all the things we have done go right to our local contributions, including Mona and Stan, Joseph Martin, Nigerian to the board of the country. I want to say thank you for the work done thus far. We've now reached a stage that I'm here associating myself with this moment to launch out an important milestone on my way to Assembly to do. I want to acknowledge the Australian government, represented here, Excellency Commissioner Ewan. I would like to say thank you once again. Yesterday we saw Australian government and myself, the Prime Minister and myself, unveil a $500 million investment in the restoration and rehabilitation of our London naval base, modern facility restored to take on our work beyond our 50 years. In the context, we're working to anchor our country and bring our country forward the next 50. In this context, in the heart and soul of our country is with sports. Many sports played in our country, none more unifying than the sport of rugby league. In the context of unifying our country, we felt that having a team of the prestigious #1 rugby league professional competition in the world, and that is the National Rugby League, hosted or owned by the Australian Rugby League, played out of Australia, played in New Zealand, and now extended. Our team was announced on the 12th of December last year. Basically now having a 3-country competition, Australia, PNG, and New Zealand. In that context, we need to name our team. We didn't want to pick a team that's named by the board, or named by the PNG government, or named by any one or two who've been part of the process right through. We felt that the team must be named by people of Papua New Guinea through a fair, transparent process. The process starts now. We did indicate that the country will be involved in naming the team. Today I've been asked, given this privilege, to indicate to the country that you have the opportunity now to name your team. Wearing a head here that is saying your team name here. I can't really word this, but I want to indicate. It says I want to ask you, name your team. Name your team. That should be the case right now, Lona. The competition goes up. You name your team. After the conversations here, then Lona will then once out is got a laptop out, ask us, press a button. This now will be online. And any one of you outside the country or tuning in abroad, if you feel that you have an interest in being part of this team and you want to name the team, it's open for anyone who suggests the name. And I want to put some guidelines. It's not just filling a rugby league team. For us, it's not rugby league and sports business. For us, it's national unification strategy. In a land of 1,000 tribes, in a land of over 800 languages, this one team must resonate with one people, one nation, one country. So whoever out there have a interesting name, the name must associate with a motive. The motive must drive your name proposal. It must resonate with one people, one nation, one country. It must resonate with national unification strategy. It must resonate with our country moving forward positively and in a developed, advanced mindset. It must resonate with respect of girls and the weak amongst us. It must resonate with positive growth for our country. And it must also resonate with our relationship with Australia. Deep in the heart and soul of this is unity of our Pacific family. It's working together side by side going forward. So I just want to ask anyone out there, as you write in your name, it mustn't be picking a tree in your backyard or an animal that you, it's a pet animal that you love. Of course, it's important too. But this team is the heart and soul of our national unity. Find a name that resonates with national unity and open to embrace the international community. As rugby league is played here, it will be a rugby sport that is also exported to other parts of the world. We've seen the NRL now stepping into the US market. It will be a sport that will be international. It is already international, but the commercial element of it will go international. We want to use the team also to market PNG, diversity we have, and the goodness we have in our society, eliminating the negative headlines that is often associated with our country plasma. And so I am privileged to be part of this small but important session. It punctuates us now starting the process of picking a name. As soon as Lona presses the button, Lona is in the board, and I want to check way deep in the board. We've had the first meeting, and it's a very credible board. One or two other members would be instead more considering the board that needs to be filled to maximum strength, and they will then step in the process through. When all your names come in, as you propose come in, then I think I've been advised that 21st of 31st of August, by 31st of August, you must send in your name. It's now online. No longer writing letter from Tari Post Office. As I used to do 30 years ago. It's now online. All of you on Facebook, all of you on WhatsApp, all of you on online. Pass the word around, spread the word around. Your opportunity to make history for yourself. Write a name, but the name must resonate with the ideals of the area. Send it in 31st of the board will sit down and go through all names, or at least our team here designated will fill the whole proposed, and then the board will then announce on what happens. I've contributed my 2 pieces to the board. I said I want the name to be owned by over 50% of company units, meaning that you will then have an opportunity to vote. So they will filter all the names that has come in, and the most popular names then will be placed on public advertisement. The rest of all of those names will be proposed. The company then will be asked to take a vote, online voting. I've been seeing all of you trying to propose who's your better prime minister you would take. Online voting. Trust me, this is more interesting than who is your better prime minister. And so we'll take online voting. There's a Telstra footprint in almost 100% of our country, and Lona, I think we've got over 4 million or 3 million subscribers. So it's 4 million, 3 million, it's about 40% of our population. And so it's asked, all of you are asked to participate in this one. The best 5 names then will be brought to the board. And then the board will then look at them, and then I will propose that again it goes back. Goes back to the people, you take a vote again, and over 50% agrees with the name, that name stands. So Judge Marabel may want a name, but I'm not authority, you people are the authority. You take a vote. My job, for instance, is to propose. This is the rationale of why I picked this name, and then all of you. So those who are sponsoring the names, you will be asked to come before the board, tell your story, why this is the name you picked, and then eventually the last 5 standing, put 2 people again, and the last 2 standing, in my view, must go back to the people. And over 50% who vote for one thing, that becomes our team name. So at the end of it, the story goes on. The name is owned by the people and not picked by one person in an office someplace. So, I'm all right now. Hey, come on now, you're not going to run the display process. We get this process out. We want the country to name a team right under the shade of a 50th anniversary. It was a construct of both 2 governments, Australian government and the PNG government. Is to see this as a national unification strategy, PNG owning a team, PNG NRL every week, conversation geared towards what is positive and what is negative in the country. So, that is from here. I am so happy that I've been given this privilege. Mr. High Commissioner, you will have to say 1 or 2 words. Myself, I represent your Prime Minister and myself. We want to, this is going to come here on the 15th of September. This process, we give breath to it, and we want a fast pace using technology. Then on the 16th or 15th, we could indicate where we are as far as our name is concerned. No pressure. If we don't get majority by 15th, we will have an occasion when we run through. But at least by September 16th, we should know the process is started and it should come. Thank you, Thomas. That's all from me. High Commissioner, you want to say something?
Just simply to say, PM, it's always hard to follow you after you've covered everything in such great detail. But I also want to say thanks, Andrew, for all the work. I think early on when Andrew was talking about implementation, it's great to see it going along at such a fast speed now. People are totally behind it. I want to acknowledge all members, Stan and Lorna, and the board meeting that was held here in PNG. It was fantastic, and Ray fed that back to us in terms of that first board meeting. So it's underway. The name, PM, I think you have got a name of interest, but anyway, I won't ask you now. But it's great that everyone's going to get the opportunity to express their views. I think it's fantastic, and in my case, as the PM said, this is part of unification. The whole NRL license is fantastic, and you feel it when you're going around the country at the moment. People are talking about it. I really like the point you made, PM, about not only the men's side, which of course is in the NRL and will have the license, but also developing our women here in terms of their contribution. I went to the Santos women's launch a few weeks Look, I just want to say, from Australia's point, they walked the Kokoda together, you and the PM, step by step. So side by side, step by step, into the Golden Jubilee. It's a great opportunity and time for all of us. And for me, I'm really interested in the name PM for some of the reasons you put around it, but mainly because I currently follow the Melbourne Storm, and I know but the reason I want the name is as soon as we get it, I'm changing. I'll be following the PNG side, so if you could make it just after the grand final. In any event, I want to say to you, I'm 100% behind the PNG side. I'm looking forward to the name, and I really thank Lorna for running the process. Andrew, great job as CEO. Thank you everybody who's contributed to this. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Talk about the grand final. We can maybe, if it's completed before the grand final location, I don't know where is the grand final. So we can also launch out at the big screen at the 28, the 18th team.
Yeah, I like it. And that might be a prize, Prime Minister. So there will be some prizes for those people who are successful in coming up with the ultimate name. Can I thank Prime Minister and the High Commissioner for their enthusiastic way in which they are looking at embracing the country, the ability to bring people together through sport and having both governments working so collaboratively is a really great opportunity for us all to get behind what is the greatest game of all here, of course, rugby league. So there is a website. We'll share that website in coming days. You will see TV ads, you will see radio ads, or you'll hear radio ads. There will be SMS blasts going out to people's phones. We will endeavour to get the message to everyone in every corner of not just PNG, but I'd also like to acknowledge the National Rugby League, the NRL, through their own social channels, are also going to be distributing the message. So if you're a Papua New Guinean anywhere in the globe, we're asking you to be part of this, not just here in PNG. We know we've got a lot of players in Super League in England. We know their support are based all over the world. We want everyone to get involved. It's www.yourteamnamehere.co. We'll distribute that. That'll be everywhere. You'll see it and hear it everywhere. So really, there's not much more to say. The stage is set now. The opportunity is in your hands, people of PNG. The opportunity now is in your hands to help us come up with the right name. It's your team, it's your country, and you can be part of history, and you can create history with us. So with that, I would like Lorna to get the website ready to launch and invite the Prime Minister first, and then followed by the Australian High Commissioner to be the very first two people to submit their names. So, Lorna.
I wasn't ready for that.
I have my name, but I'm
You've got to submit it right.
to influence. I don't want to influence the mindset of the country.
Paper. Nobody's watching, so you won't have to go say that.
Okay. So I'm the first to begin everything.
There'll be a second.
And just want to ask, I want to ask the company, it's an open process for everybody. Eventually, the most favorite name we pick, about, and I've just given the criteria, about 50%. Selected down to the most favorite names, top 5 favorite names. We go to a voting process. I've asked Telstra. Telstra has volunteered to come in. I didn't ask them. Since you're coming in, this will be our sponsor. Remember, Telstra, a major sponsor for NRL. They're coming in, helping us here. But, so I'm taking the honor of writing the first name. Don't ask me what it is. It's just, I don't want it to be, it's a private name being submitted. And all of you, take a peek. So this one, you come and tell us the story as to why you picked this name. And go for the best. All right.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Someone wish me luck or what?
Well, I hope that website doesn't crash. To members of the media, I know Prime Minister has another engagement So once the Prime Minister takes his leave, I'm available for any questions you might have. So once PM has submitted and the High Commissioner has submitted, we thank everyone for turning up, and any Q&A, happy to stay behind. Thank you once again.
All right, I'm submitting my name. I'm submitting my name.
Congratulations.
And I want to ask the country, we're looking for 1 million membership. There's a population out there, you have a chance to own this team. You have a chance to be a member of the team. The team will not, the board will look at a structure. Chairman Melodies and I agree with his recommendations. There's a view coming through, the team must be owned by a membership. So we've got corporate sponsor, but individual membership. And I will be proposing to the board that we can auction all the key numbers. Auction the key numbers that tell membership number 1. For those of us who need member number 1, when we pay a price. The highest price bidder will pick up 1, then 2, 3. We want to have a million public names and friends of public, including yourself.
Yeah.
You can be a member of the team. We look at packaging incentives together. If you're a member of the team, you're a team member, you're part of you own the team through membership, then traveling to Australia, visa arrangements, as well as hotel arrangements, education arrangements, all of this synchronized. We go and watch team, move around. We will put incentive for members. Will be part of this. I'm just also indicating today, 1 million Papua New Guineans out there come out being part of the team. Membership number 1, auction starts today also. Whoever wants to be, from membership number 1, we will bid for it. Let's have a bid for it.
Another website. John.
We bid for it. The number 1 member, it comes at a cost. The highest bidder becomes number 1. All right, thank you very much.
We got one vote.
One vote.
All right, thank you, Prime Minister.
All right, all of you, in the media, you are better thinking people than some of us. Also propose a name, but as I said, resonate with the spirit of national unity and lead the partnership forever with Australia and the world around us. Find a team name that will be in the spirit of our country and our two countries. All right, thank you too much. I have to rush back to cabinet. If you got more questions, I got Lona here, I got Stan here. Of course, Andrew is still here, and thank you, Mr. Lewis, for coming in. We want to also mobilize the cabinet sponsors in the country, so cannot do mind, thank you for coming in.
That's a great thing.
All right, that's something organized. And sorry, people, so the winner, eventually winner, we'll have some prize for the winner, whoever named the team, including possibly watching another game or something.
Thank you. Thank you, Prime Minister.